A toll's a toll and a roll's a roll. And if we don't get no tolls, then we don't get no rolls. I made that up myself. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. We are back from the tiny, little, stupid pause that we took from GAC, and we're facing the same guy we had during that little speed GAC in my last match against Snake, who's got 40k more lifetime banners than me. So really good player, legendary opponent, and my rank was actually lower than 300. I just wasn't sure when I made the thumbnail, so we have that. And Aurra does come into play quite a bit here, so here's the situation. If I can actually click something. There we go. Facing Snake, I have more GP than him. He is in a Ka guild, which is pretty scary. A bigger guild than mine. My guild is pretty big. You can see the lifetime banners on the right-hand side. Just crazy amount more. 40k more is a lot at the top end. And, you know, huge props to him on that, of course. You can see that he has the mod advantage, except for the very top shelf mods. I do outspeed him a little bit, at least by 10, but he does actually have more total plus 20 plus speed mods. I do have a pretty big advantage in relics here over him, right around 250, 241, I guess, 242. So that, I mean, that's nice. And this isn't showing it, but I do have an Omicron advantage as well. So I have the material advantage, but can I turn that into an actual win against a really skilled opponent? Here's my defenses, guys, and you can see immediately, man, I messed up big time. I was going to place 5 Galactic Legends and Starkiller, and instead I deployed, the very first thing I put down was that crew team on the top right there. Just so frustrating, because that just totally guts my Supreme Leader Kylo team, and then it becomes irrelevant. Like, if I put my Supreme Leader Kylo team down after that, like, I'd have to put, like, Night Sisters down with him, and then he could just beat it with, like, Commander Luke. It's a really easy team to beat if you don't have a full First Order team, and so I just had to go with it, and I ended up placing 4 Galactic Legends, and just had a normal Supreme Leader Kylo, and it really just messed with my whole defensive plans. I had to change a few things, and I also kept put BB-8 on defense. You can see I put Bando with Rey, which works, but then if you put BB-8, then I had Jedi Training Rey available, but then I didn't have BB-8 because I was stupid and didn't keep him from that HK team. So, yeah, there are a couple issues there for sure. You can see his defenses. He typically goes pretty light. He has this Bando team with a 340 speed Queel. The Bando team doesn't have many relics. You can't see that here, of course. The Cancer Lord Vader team there, like the very best type of build, of course. And then, there's the Karth team, which is not, or it's not Karth, whatever his name is, Dash, does not have an Omicron, and a really fast Darth Revan team. And then up top, you can see he's kind of getting into the fluff just a little bit. He has a non-Omicron Iden, and, Nute, and like a lot of throwaway squads. The Mothra team you have to take kind of seriously, but it's not too crazy. So before we jump into the actual fighting, folks, just want to remind you, if you want to support the channel for free, all you've got to do is hit that like button, hit the sub button if you haven't already. Would really appreciate that, guys. Trying to mount the algorithm, and I need your help. The channel needs your help, so thank you guys so much for the support so far. Making comments also helps the algorithm, and that being said, let's actually jump to the fighting, shall we? Alright, here we are, folks. First, we gotta take down this Relic 9 Lord Vader. So, what we're doing here, I'm trying this new thing with Watt instead. This is on End All Be All's behest. Like, this is his idea, at least, and so this is kind of gutting that Jedi Luke team, the Jedi Knight Revan Jedi Luke team that I counter Supreme Leader Kylo with, in order to you know, we need Hoda here, but otherwise this is a fairly cheap team. Like, you use Watt and Hoda, and you can beat this Cancer team, at least at lower relics. Remember, this is only like relic 7 or 8 on these characters. So you put the shield tech on Jedi Master Luke, and then, you know, it all gets frustrating. So try to ability block here. Taking my time making decisions, though of course I've sped everything up quite a bit in this video, trying to be responsible with your time, folks. So just trying to take out Royal Guard. We can't ignore taunt on anyone except for Jedi Master Luke, and so we're just trying to continue doing damage to Royal Guard. Royal Guard is actually pretty important to all of this, even though we want to be killing everyone else but Royal Guard. He is kind of the crux of everything. So Maul doing us a huge favor and increasing cooldowns on Watt, which means almost nothing. And then, yeah, so Royal Guard kind of heal a little bit. That's annoying. We can do the, I don't know if I love the you know, doing the shield or whatever it's called, armor piercing on armor shred. I don't remember, something about his armor on Royal Guard, just because we do true damage every time against him, except I guess Ki-Adi-Mundi here is going to be doing just normal damage, so, you know, maybe the armor shred was good. Because we are calling him to assist, in fact, a few different times here. Maybe that was a better move. So, alright, just try to take him down. I think this is relic 7 or 8, I don't remember, but finally get through him right before he gets his ult. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if like a relic 9 Royal Guard, I don't know if that's going to be doable. Like that Royal Guard, we barely took him out. And then they killed Watt, which who cares about Watt? But then Hoda's gone too, so damn it all. And but we do have free access to their characters now, so we can take out Maul potentially, no issues. All right, so got him. Let's cleanse all of the dots and everything, and get Ki-Adi-Mundi to start just walloping the hell out of Grand Admiral Thrawn here. There we go. And now we have our ultimate just about ready, so that's also fancy of us. Yeah, I don't know. Against Relic 9 Royal Guarded, this really might not work that well. You know, we'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure. So, alright, Thrawn we took out, and now we take out Darth Vader. And now it's looking okay. That, you know, we can ability block Lord Vader. We can do all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, let's just keep calling Ki-Adi-Mundi, because he does the extra damage. And, you know, Shakti's still alive, so thank goodness for that. Try to ability block him and succeed. And now we just gotta chew through. He is a Relic 9 Lord Vader, so he's a thick boy. But I think we should be able to get through him well enough. Get armor shred on him. And there we go. Get 67 banners, but alright, I got through it, and yeah, so I should also mention that Snake did attack my front zone before I attacked. So huge thanks to him, just so that I could show everyone what I had and not have to worry about things. Now this is a match I kind of misplayed a little bit. We're taking Gideon just to make sure I'm fast enough here, and this is something a lot of people do, but I'm trying to figure out exactly what. So, you know, their Revan is the same speed as their Darth Talon, and that obviously there can be issues there, just because if we don't win the coin flip, then we lose. So I decided to just go with what's his name, Gideon. And okay, cool. So we did the AoE, killed off Basti, because I needed, the turn meter was just not working out. We weren't getting assists or anything, and so finally we take out Sith Marauder, and alright, we don't want to try to reduce turn meter, and apparently it's not good to shoot Darth Revan because it's going to feed turn meter to him, so that's also not good. So let's try to kill Malak, I suppose, and yeah, it's not like going super well. We only have 3 stacks of Dark Trooper now. So yeah, do the AoE and everything. We can't do anything but shoot Darth Revan. Could have done the AoE there and maybe killed Talon, so that was maybe a mistake on my part. So now they kind of have the initiative. So let's try to. I was like, oh yeah, let's kill him. But then, like, I could have killed Talon there, and that was a huge misplay on my end, because once you kill Darth Revan, then she just sacrifices, or you know, she heals him. She prevents him from being revived the first time, and so So, you know, mistakes were made, obviously, and there's not much we can do. Just keep going. So he was killable the second time, and we drop another 8 banners. Not a great look, folks. So now we have Supreme Leader Kylo, and I'm like, I don't like. I think he just has General Kenobi, or he just has Jedi Master Kenobi in the back. So I guess we'll just solo this Bando team. All right, take him out, and now I mean the shock can be problematic, of course. But I mean, this team isn't going to kill. They're not going to kill Supreme Leader Kylo at Relic 8. They're just not, especially now that Bando is gone. And this seems like a pretty big waste. But at the same time, yeah, what I could have done here, and this was also my failing. There was a few times that I failed in this match, but one of the things was just trying to figure out which teams to take against who. I had planned against this Dash team. I wanted to use my Iden Troopers. That was my plan the whole time. And then I just spaced it, and I'm like, yay, let's charge in with Traya. Traya could have taken out that Bando team just fine. The way I have them relicked would have been perfectly fine to take out that Bando team. And instead, I'm using Traya on this Dash team, which, I mean, that kind of works. You could check. You could see Zalbar. I needed a tank, and I didn't have any good tanks. So, yeah, Zalbar is just tanking a ton of hits here. You know, now he's gonna passively taunt, and it's nice because he has so much defense that even if we can do the AOE here if we want, and they're gonna shoot Zalbar, he's not gonna take that much damage, even if they hit me back. So, yeah, we could kill Vander Chewie here, or I could just throw my sabers because I've generated a lot of offense at this point and just take out Han. So okay, we got our kind of win condition. Remember, this isn't an Omicron Dash team, as evidenced by the fact that Vander Chewie is not actually well, he's prepared now, but he wasn't. So yeah, do the execute on Dash. We have the isolate on L3 so that she isn't taunting and she isn't cleansing people and stuff, which is nice. And look at Traya, she hasn't even lost any of her protection. And so now we're going to wait for a little bit. This is a thick L3 anyways. So, I mean, we can wait for the execute, or the annihilate, whatever you want to call it, from Nihilus. But what we want to do is get that banner back from Scion if we can. Because we can, with his special, as long as L3 has that... has the debuff from Scion, then Scion can do a special and regenerate his protection. So we got our full protection back from that. 62 banners, not too bad for this team. And now we can see what's in the back. Hopefully only one Galactic Legend, though. I did have a plan for Supreme Leader Kylo if he was also back there. And it turns out, of course, that he went lighter on defense than last time, which I wasn't expecting. So anyways, the Kenobi team, my whole plan from the very start was I was just going to snipe out their cat, because he has a 120k health cat, which is crazy. So we're using Aurra Sing here lead. Let me just pause for 1 second, guys. So the Aurra lead thing, this is different. We're sniping out cat and then calling it good. That's the whole plan here. It's a planned 2-shot of General Kenobi, I see General Kenobi and say it, but of Jedi Master Kenobi. So we have to take out Cat, and then we can use General Skywalker to finish off the rest. So Bosk I've specifically made super fast to make sure he's faster than any cats out there, even, you know, the fastest possible. So then Bosk goes under Aurra lead, and everyone shoots. Everyone has buffs besides him, so they get 40%. Then Grief goes, everyone gets 40% from him assisting, and then Zam and Aurra both get another 10% and 10%, and then Mando has to be the slowest, but then he can choose his target and snipe out their cat. So, there we go. Sniped out cat, and now we are just good to go. Kind of, I think. So, okay, they killed Bosk, and eventually they just killed everyone without me killing anyone back. May as well fast forward, right? So, now we're going to use General Skywalker in the 501st to take care of them, because, remember, every time one of them, like, gains, I guess, a buff, and then General Skywalker in the 501st, all get 2% more offense. So yeah, we're just waiting, because every time we hit them out of turn, Padme is giving them all kinds of protection up and everything, and of course they're generating buffs from Jedi Master Kenobi. Now this is the death of our banners though, because he pops his ult, which means they can target someone outside of taunt. So the question is, are they going to set Skywalker down? And if they do sit Skywalker down, are they going to kill any clones to do it or after that? Or can we stand back up? Because remember, we don't gain bonus turn meter. So they're just taking out our health. Obviously, they can't take out our ability to... they can't take out our protection from here. Like Cat could have, I guess, but... I mean, if she could ignore taunt, which I guess she could do that, but she's gone, because bounty hunters. She got bounty hunted. And yeah, the silliness of this situation, the fact that they could have been trying to sit down my Skywalker, is just really funny. So, you know, eventually get the execute from Rex, and yeah, okay, so Skywalker sits down, that's fine. And we just don't want to get hit by Kenobi, so I just did a basic there. And just trying to stand back up as soon as I can. Cool, so took out Snips, and Skywalker is so hale and happy, he stands up and just takes out Kenobi. So, not too bad. We did lose all of our protection except for Skywalker, who stood up right after that. And, okay, so now we're going to use Iden Troopers, I guess, on this Mothra team, because... They weren't used on the Dash team. May as well, right? And this Mothra team isn't super high gear, but you can see, I mean, my Iden is Omicron, but she's only gear 11. I don't have her whaled yet. Maybe next week if I get some good RNG on the store. But you guys can just see how quickly this team just totally zaps them. So I'm trying to think, okay, let's get Deathmark on, what's her name? On Cara Dune. And... okay, so the debate is, should I use the taunt, or should I try to take advantage of Deathmark on Cara? And the answer was apparently just do both, because she does her AoE and we just just destroy her in return. I mean, Iden Troopers, man, I would have trusted this against a fully relict Mothra team. Honestly, it was just really fun to do that though. Okay, so his Iden Trooper is not Omicron, so we can use General Grievous here, because they're not gaining all the bonus turn meter and not healing. So we're trying to get, remember, we're hitting people with the target lock, because we want B1 to assist each time. So, okay, finally, we do get, yeah, we finally get an assist, and we're not getting any target lock. So finally, I decide to just do a basic to put target lock on someone. Remember, we can't kill Iden until... I mean, obviously we did kill Iden, I guess, but we can't kill her until we've killed all of the troopers. So what I'm thinking of here is maybe I should try to draw it out just a little longer so B1 can heal up Magna Guard so we can get a banner back or something. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what, it's more likely that we just finish her off elsewhere anyways. I didn't want to play with my food too much because it could result in more life lost. Alright, so the Jedi Training Ray team here. I mean, we have Commander Luke. I guess, you know, they don't have BB-8 or anything because he likes to use his Dash team, or sorry, his Grievous team with BB-8 to take out Starkiller. So good on him for doing that, I suppose. Took out, I mean, we're dropping lots of banners, right? I mean, I don't know how you prevent this. Is Rose... you know, maybe I could have played it better, but we got through it, I guess. And, okay, so we've got Jedi Training Ray here, but you know, my Finn is faster than any of... This is a throwaway Finn team. Here's the frustrating thing, guys. I was going to use Jedi Training Ray to take out that Beskar team, but I wasn't fast enough without BB-8. I deployed BB... Like, my deployment was a huge mess, huge failure this time, because Jedi Training Ray takes out that Beskar team super easy for really high banners, just really consistently, especially with as low relic as his Bando was. But without BB-8, I couldn't go before Queel, and then it becomes a crapshoot. It becomes a potential fiasco, and so yeah. Anyways, this team holds the potential to steal a lot of banners, and so I'm just trying to control people. I'm trying to stun them and then move on, you know. And that's basically the, I mean, this isn't a great team. He didn't mod it super well. This is a throwaway team, but we don't want to drop banners against a throwaway team. So, you know, so far we're doing okay. I've dropped some banners, but I've got 4 Galactic Legends and Star Killer and a few other good teams on defense. So, you know, so far we're doing good. We're trying to clear. I just, I would have been a lot more comfortable with this whole situation if I'd been able to use Jedi Training Rey where I wanted her to be. So, anyways, we can stop whining about that, I suppose. But yeah, let's see how this goes. So, should I pay extortion or not? That's the question. And yeah, so I decided to hand the turn. I mean, we got Bad Batch. This is a pretty reliable team against these guys. And really, I probably should have just paid extortion, frankly. But I'm like, man, okay, if we can just melt Zalbar and maybe Dooku, and maybe Wampa. Maybe if we just melt all of them, we'll be good to go. So let's just get everyone extorted, I guess. And Jango's actually available for death now. Remember, he's 2 turns stunned from Wrecker hitting him, which is why he's still there. So I'm like, all right, let's pay all of our extortion here. Now that everyone is mostly dead, now we can maybe take out Jango. And I'm trying to figure out which things regenerate health and stuff, because you know, Bad Batch has a billion abilities, and I always forget which ones do which, because my memory does not serve me as well as I might prefer. So, anyways, it's a little more drawn out fight than usual, but you know, Wrecker gets a heal, and let's pay that last extortion. I guess let's not pay extortion on Omega though, because she needs to heal everyone's protection, and suddenly we have all health and protection regenerated because it's Bad Batch and they are crazy like that. I want to prevent Jango from taking another turn, however, so, you know, stun him, do some hits, get 65, call it good, and yeah, so now, you know, he's got the Cancer lineup, of course, that's what I've got on fleets, and so I've got Jedi left. I guess let's take a full team. I probably could have beat this with a smaller team, frankly. We take Bastille just in case they get some hits on me. That way I can just shrug off the concern of regenerating my health and protection, because we don't have Hoda here. We don't have Grandmaster Yoda. So, you know, and when I do my AoE, I'm like, wait, why don't you have 1,000,000 thermal detonators on me? Because this isn't Conquest, even though it can kind of feel like it at times. So, all right, yeah, let's just keep going though. So, I mean, there's just stun everyone, and then it's kind of whack-a-mole, just on a different level than usual. And there it is, folks, 65, and call it good. Let's go see what our RNG and fleets is. So I got some decent banners here, and I didn't think it was going to be that super efficient. So the Kill TIE Fighter, which is the best of the top 3 results. I did the AoE. Still not convinced, guys. I feel like every time I see someone use an AoE, they lose there. Like, giving turn meter to the Hyena Bomber there just seems important. I don't know why I keep just denying what I... Anyways, so I get the bad RNG of not only targeting Razor Crest, but also missing with my big shot with Spy. And so Razor Crest is just not really that harmed. And just... I don't know. Like, can we just say screw fleet, guys? I'm feel supremely irritated by all of this, frankly. You know, we don't even kill Razor Crest before we get to, you know, before he gets out of it. And okay, we finally do get it, though, because we get the Dispel from, what's his name, who promptly dies. And so yeah, you know, Slave One's here, everyone's here. We've only killed Razor Crest, which, I mean, that killing Razor Crest is nice. Let's see if we can take out Xanadu Blood. Nice. Okay, killed Xanadu Blood. We're actually really close to getting our ultimate, which we did. And it's like, okay, what do we do? Do we, you know, I guess we get Buzz Droids on everyone. And so check this out, guys. Yeah, okay, so we get the We get the buzz droids on Slave 1, kill Slave, and then they kill our capital ship, and so close. So freaking close, guys. Just... you know? Didn't quite do it. So, alright, so let's go fight the Cancer Negotiator, shall we? So we're using Finalizer here, and we want to stun Anakin before anything else happens, and get him to below that 40% health mark, or the, you know, right at the 40% health mark, and then we're just trying to hit their bomber, take bomber out before bomber does anything crazy. And so, oh yeah, there was a misplay there. I should have given turn meter from the shuttle to silencer, which obviously didn't happen. I don't think it ended up being a huge deal, but yeah, so let's bring in Jedi Consular here, just to call the assist from silencer, take out the bomber, and then yeah, I mean, everything's kind of going okay right now. I don't know if I should hand the turn meter to silencer or if I should just dispel the Y-wing. I think I should have just dispelled the Y-wing is what I should have done. Though, I mean, I guess Y-wing would have been taunting here anyways, so we could dispel here, we could hand the turn. I think for sure here we should have dispelled Y-wing. And yeah, so we haven't even killed Y-wing, and our friends are all dying really fast. So the question is, can I kill their Y-wing here? Can I maybe kill Anakin as well if I get lucky? So do the AoE, kill the Y-wing, and then Plo comes in, heals Anakin. You get one turn, and no, they put taunt on 5s. Ugh, okay, so rebels, I guess. You know, let's just take these guys out if we can. And I mean, let's just do the big hit here so we can taunt, except I had the debuffs on me, so that was a misjudgment on my part. Let's heal them on Y-wing again, and Anakin is still around. Oh, they got their cool never die ability. Let's see. Hold on a sec, guys. We gotta get this music going. There we go. The music that was playing was going to get me demonetized if I wasn't careful. So, alright, get the 50. And failing on both fleets, man. And then also having a forced double, or two-shot on his Kenobi. Really just wasn't my favorite thing. Not at all. So, yeah, you know, we're using the Raddus. Maybe we have to three-shot it. Who knows? Sunfac comes in, stuns Houndstooth, stuns IG-2000. They keep missing because we're Raddus, and we have all the evasion is on our side. And I actually kind of like Sunfac with Raddus. In fact, I've been using Clone Sergeant with Raddus, but I don't know, I kind of like the Sunfac change. Nuke the ship, nicely done. And then we want to do the one that doesn't dispel. We want to keep the dispel ability. And look at that, we finished him off. Didn't need to do two shots. So there it is. Get the full clear, and 1660. It's a pretty abysmal score, guys. Dropped about 80 total banners, 60 of which were from failed attacks. 40 of those were in ships, and actually a ton more were due to the cleanup on ships anyways. So, I mean, I also had my fails in squads, but I was mostly efficient. I guess we can find out, though. How efficient was he? Let's find out here in just a moment. Let's find out now, in fact. Alright, so he ended up clearing me and beating me by 15 banners. The only time he failed was against my Executor, and he killed all the ships but 2. So he even one-shot my Negotiator, which is the same Cancer build as his. He used Finalizer, and yeah, so final thoughts. Frustrating to lose that, even though Snake is a legend. I failed on a lot of points, though, guys. I feel like my execution in general was okay, like my in-game playing, but my preparation, like that huge blunder of I wanted 5 Galactic Legends. I thought that I needed it, but then it was worse than useless to place that Supreme Leader Kylo down afterward. And so I ended up with, you know, only 4 Galactic Legends, and I needed that 5th. So, you know, unfortunate that I did that. I also, the BB-8 misplay. You know, there was a lot of things I could have done. I could have used Jedi Training Ray to take down the Bando team, and then I could have used my Iden Troopers against the Dash team. I think that would have worked, and none of it panned out for me. And I mean, that's my own fault. That's my own fault. I'm not trying to blame anything or saying, oh, I should have won or something. And Snake is a great player. No shame in losing to him, even though I did have the material advantage. I just, you know, sometimes you find things that you need to do to get better, and I need to get better at deploying, apparently, just planning my teams. So the other thing is that Finalizer is becoming more and more important because of a lot of different counters. So we need to work on Finalizer and my familiarity with it and its interaction with that Negotiator fleet. Need to watch more people play it skillfully. I've tried it a few times. This was the best I've done so far, but I think I can do better. And so yeah, we you know, Negotiator, I can improve there. And finally, guys, I mean, I lost. There were things I could do better, and no excuses. He won fair and square, played a really tight match, and you know, there are good things I can take from this. Even though I failed twice more than he did, he only beat me by 15. So, you know, my defense was tough for him to adapt to at the very least. I just, you know, obviously need to do better. So, my next match is against someone with 1 million more GP than me, so that'll be interesting. And yeah, I'm going to call it good here, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails. Let's win in the next one, though, shall we? It's on Super Bowl Sunday, dear Lord. Goodbye.